Hello, Sagittarius. How are you doing this month? This is Meg, and I'm doing your mid-month love reading for September 2020. Calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light for Sagittarius Collective. Any Sagittarians and with Sagittarius with Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Any cross watchers for Sagittarius. We are looking at Sagittarian energy in September 2020 as it relates to relationships and love. All right, let's see what's going on, Sagittarius. The first thing that I am noticing is the place where you are coming from. And here we have the Hierophant reversed. So this would tell me that there is some kind of breaking of a commitment, getting out of a relationship, or that you're doing things a different way, you're doing things your way, and you're not doing things in a traditional way. So that is very much a possibility. Then we also have the big picture, which is the Ace of Wands, and it is reversed. And that tells me that there is a significant unplugging of energy from something, some situation, some relationship, or some person. This could even be cutting of cords. And your advice very specifically is talking about not having to do this in 24 hours. You don't have to do this in 24 hours. And as a matter of fact, it's not like just because you unplug from someone or you cut a cord, it doesn't mean that you turn the light switch off and it's like, boom, gone. It's like there's some processing involved here. There is some processing involved. Your higher self is talking about not feeling like you are right in the center of your alignment. The Emperor is the culmination of all of the kings, and when the Emperor is reversed, he's not embodying one or more of them, one or more of the king aspects. So it's a feeling of not feeling as safe and as secure. It's a feeling of not feeling completely confident. Yet your angels and guides are talking about a death, a rebirth, a full circle, a complete circle. This would also show that there is a cycle that is coming to completion. There's a cycle that has completed. Release the idea that this isn't actually going to bring you great joy. Being able to close something out and open something new, the rebirth here. There's definitely something to that. There's definitely something to changing. Opening, closing a door, opening another. The heart of the situation is talking about something that you've been thinking about, something that you've been thinking about for the future. And the Wheel of Fortune, this is definitely cycling around, cycling up, cycling forward for you. The things that you've been manifesting are coming together. The things that you've been manifesting are coming into fruition, and it just looks like there's going to be so much happiness happening now and into the near future. Interesting. There's still this. This would be like an uprooting of foundation. So coming from this place of possibly ending something, making you feel a little bit uneasy, but ending something, doing something different, doing something your way, knowing it's going to take some time, perhaps some sadness, but there's uprooting of foundations here. Yet at the same time, the heart of the situation is talking about so much going on in the future because of this, creating a path to the future even. Happening now is talking about an offer being made while you release the past, while you release any kind of karmic I want to say karmic injustice, but while you release any kind of karmic energy, making an offer to do this. There's also, in the past, it's like some truth has come forward. Some truth was told, some truth has come forward, some betrayal type energy has been brought out into the light. And happening now, it's like I'm making an offer to release you, or I'm making an offer to release karmic injustice, karmic energy. Here's the trajectory, and the trajectory is the Chariot reversed. And this is also talking to me about the advice here. It's like the momentum is here, you are moving forward, yet you don't have to move forward as quickly as you might feel like you do. And let's just ask what this is about. What is this about, Sagittarius? You don't have to go so fast. It's like there's a reason why you're not feeling totally safe with this. This is a process. This is a cycle. Let it complete. Let the cycle complete. But why Mother of Cups? So the reason why there is momentum, but the momentum is being challenged, or the momentum is being, there's some sort of a block here for it to just completely finish as fast as you need it to, as fast as you want it to, or as fast as it's not necessarily supposed to complete as fast as your personality self wants it to. But reason being, there's some kind of feminine energy that is upset. It's emotional energy. It's emotional energy that needs to be reconciled. And that's what's blocking this. But if you I say this a lot, if you do something faster than you're supposed to do it, or if you're not complete with something and you try to cut it off or move away from it faster than you need to, you will just end up doing it again. It's like leaving something that you're not ready to leave. You'll just end up doing it again. So be sure, be ready, be honest with yourself. There's some resistance, some kind of resistance, and the Father of Swords reversed to me is, it's like conflict, it's internal conflict, and it's also about kind of having your head in the sand. I have resistance to not seeing everything clearly, not seeing everything that I need to see. What is it that you need to see, Sagittarius? What is it that you need to see still that you're not seeing? This has to do with dysfunctional dynamics. What kind of dysfunctional dynamics? These are your patterns, maybe. Both of these want to come out. This has more to do with how other people feel about this breakup, how other people feel about it. This could be the collective consciousness, but it's how other people are viewing the situation. This would be a breakup. This would be heartache. This would be disappointment. Dysfunctional family dynamics, dysfunctional group dynamics, basically being labeled as someone who doesn't have a solid mind, doesn't have solid thoughts. So there is resistance to having other people see this as you. Okay, Sagittarius, I want to ask a little bit more about your happening now and into the near future. So it does look like there's the end of something. Heart of the situation is talking about this being so fortuitous, but there's an end of something and it doesn't feel good, and the unplugging of the situation is still happening. Okay, and this foundation being uprooted, this foundation being turned, is being affected by the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is definitely moving forward very solidly, with reason, with logic, with understanding of the capabilities of the future. But because of all of those things, he's moving slowly. So there's this feeling of things moving forward and motion being there for sure. Yet there's also this, I'm not going to say stagnation, but there's definitely a challenge or an obstacle that keeps you from moving faster. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. It might be uncomfortable, or it might be kind of frustrating, but this seems inevitable. You have a lot of major arcana here, Sagittarius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there's a lot of major arcana. So this happened for a reason. Whatever the situation was, whatever this relationship was, it was purposeful. And what's happening right now also is purposeful. So whatever is coming to an end, there's a great beginning that's happening as well. And this is something that you've been manifesting, looks like manifesting for some time. And it feels like it's part of you. Yep. Father of Wands, part of you. You have been manifesting this like a mofo, Sagittarius. Talk about wielding energy, but this is making it happen, setting it into place, grounding it into place. This almost feels like an attunement of sorts. It feels like coming into an energy field that you know is there, that you haven't stepped into yet, and you're just about to, and you know that it's yours to step into. This is the type of energy that can easily channel through you. And it's like, as soon as you're complete with this cycle, which is you're just on the precipice of completing this cycle. As soon as you do, you're going to blast into the future. This 3 of Wands almost even looks like a portal here. And here you have the vortex of the Wheel of Fortune, and it's on the upswing. It's fate. It's like a portal of fate. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, I want to look a little bit more at your trajectory. Is there anything else your angels and guides are wanting to say about your trajectory? Oh, geez. All right. So this definitely looks like there's some kind of relationship or emotional fulfillment that you are bringing to a close. And I'll ask your angels and guides over here too. There's there's sadness. There's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of upset. There's a lot of emotional stuff going on. Yet, when you complete this cycle, there's no regret around it. There's like a sadness that happens because of it, but there's no regret. It's like there's a loss, but you don't look back and say, oh, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that, I wish I would have done this differently. It doesn't look like there's that type of feeling there. I want to ask Magpie Oracle about the heart of the situation. What is going on? Because all these cards are talking about moving on and changing this energy up. But this is about mending. You have the little needle here. This is about mending. Mending something together. And I want to ask, mending what? What are you mending together? It feels like the ties of time, the ties of collaboration I'm hearing. Ties. You're mending ties. Oh, and this also has to do with lots of messages coming to you. This is about channeling. This Father of Wands is channeling all that energy once you step into it. But this is also about listening to your guides, mending connections with your higher self and mending connections with your spiritual aspects. This is about making plans too. Again, making plans for the future, manifesting, like, this is even like making plans to be in the Garden of Eden. It's like making plans to be in paradise, mending what you need to mend in order to create that type of happiness for yourself. And ask your higher self what's going on. Your higher self is like, okay, I'm not feeling like I'm completely standing in my power, but the reason why I'm not feeling that way is because I know that my highest and my greatest potential and all my wishes are here. Look at that. Here's the Sun card. Here's the star. This is a star in the Lenormand. This is more about wishes, happiness and wishes. But you know that that's coming. All right, Sagittarius. This is kind of a big reading for you mid-month here. I want to ask your romance oracle. What is it? What do you need to know at this time? Letting things go and opening a doorway for new things and new purpose. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I think you're opening the door to your soulmate. Wow. That just flipped out too. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. That's pretty amazing, because the Wheel of Fortune here is talking about divine timing. And I'm getting the feeling you're wanting things to move fast, or move faster than what they are moving, the rate of speed that they're moving. And then here there's very specific halts in the flow of moving forward with that. It's like I have to deal with this emotion. I have to deal with this emotion before I can move forward, because it really, really needs to be complete. Might be frustrating, but that's okay. So it's worth waiting for divine timing. Is it work in your love life? This is your soulmate. That's pretty amazing. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more romance oracle. And love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Love yourself first, I think, has a lot to do with being complete with this particular relationship before you move on to the next. And whatever that means to you, Sagittarius, is what that means. I think it has to do with you taking time for yourself, in whatever way that is, to release your own emotions, to actually face your emotions around this loss. That's also making room for the energy that you're going to be channeling in the future. That's the kind of thing that blasts your heart space wide open. And that's what needs to happen here. This is super powerful. Okay, Sagittarius, thank you for being here this month. I look forward to your October reading, and hang in there. Be strong and be powerful, and have a good rest of your month. I'll be looking forward to hearing some feedback and finding out what's going on with you. Bye, Sagittarius.